What up, guys? Playing some more catch-up today, and I wanted to take a look at Aid's Bond story. I think I'll try to backtrack and do a lot of these. Welcome, Master. Thanks for coming. Take a seat wherever you like. I'll explain everything after that. In that case, over there. Coco guides me to a seat close by. At first glance, the maid cafe seems no different than usual. But the reason Coco called me here is... Aid's acting strange? What do you mean? Well, after Aid went to Coin Rush this time, she's been acting kinda weird. I don't know how to explain it, but something feels off. She's not quite like her usual self. How so? She's different than usual. It's not like she's not doing her maid work well. And she's also not all gloomy and unhappy like last time either. She still handles everything perfectly, so there's nothing wrong with her performance. But that's exactly why it feels kinda strange. I'm not sure I'm following. If you watch Aid, you'll see what I mean. Oh, look over there. In the direction Coco points, I see Aid serving a male and female customer. One fluffy wuffy romantic parfait, please. Certainly, I shall have it prepared for you momentarily. Aid takes the order and heads into the kitchen. Not long after, she returns with a parfait, some napkins, and a spoon on the tray. Here is the parfait you ordered, Master. Whoa, what was that trick you just did? You were so fast I couldn't even see your hand when you set it down. Oh, is that so? Yeah, it was like magic. I'm delighted that it pleases you. May I get you anything else? Could I get a wet wipe? Certainly, I shall prepare it for you immediately. Aid slips her hand into her apron and pulls it out in a flash. A beautifully folded napkin with a wet wipe placed on top appears on the table in an instant. The customer watching right in front clapped their hands in awe. Amazing! Thank you for your kind words. Please take your time and enjoy your meal. Excuse me, can you take my order too? Yes, of course. What would you like to order, miss? I would like the afternoon tea set, please. Very well, I shall have that prepared for you at once. After taking the customer's order, Aid heads back into the kitchen. This time, she returns with a serving cart. I'll be now serving your afternoon tea set. Huh? But there aren't any plates on the cake stand. Aid makes a sweeping motion with her hand, and plates filled with sweets are set on the cake stand. Where did those come from? I shall pour your tea now. Oh, okay. Aid lifts the teacup to her head and pours the tea into the cup on the table. Surprisingly, not a single drop spills, and the cup is filled very steadily to the brim. Incredible! Your afternoon tea set is ready, miss. Please enjoy and have a relaxing afternoon. Yes, thank you. What do you think? I think I understand what you were getting at. So, something seems off to you as well, Master. Honestly, I wouldn't call it a problem. You're not wrong, Master. Aid is doing her job perfectly, and she doesn't seem to be troubled about anything. But... Coco casts a sidelong glance at a corner of the cafe. Aid seems different from usual. She's perfect as always, but something feels off. Not that I don't enjoy this side of her either, but her usual self suits her better. That's what other customers are saying too. Ah, I think I get what you mean now. So, Master, can you help? Revert Aid to her old self. Okay, I'll try. I knew I could count on you, Master. But, what you gonna do? Don't worry. I have a plan. I understand what you're trying to say, Master. You mean that my demeanor is different from before? And that's causing some customers to feel uncomfortable. But even so... Why am I dressed like this? Aren't you used to the bunny girl outfit? Only because the other girls were wearing it at Coin Rush too. it's a bit uncomfortable to wear it alone. And being alone with you while I'm dressed like this... Anyways, is there a reason you've asked me to come dressed as a bunny girl? Yes, there's a meaningful reason for this. There sure is. The first one. And that reason is... I wanted to see you in the bunny girl outfit again. Ade's face turns bright red, and she looks as if she's about to combust. But that's only part of it. The real reason is something else. I knew it! You almost had me fooled for a second. Fooled? What do you mean? Never mind, it's nothing. So, what's the real reason? Ade, do you know how you're coming off to others at the maid cafe right now? I'm not sure. I don't think I'm any different from usual. I am wholeheartedly attending to our customers so they may enjoy themselves. But if people are saying I'm acting different and it's making them feel awkward, have I been making mistakes without realizing? No, you've been impeccable. Your service is top-notch as always. While I'm happy to hear you say that, how am I making other customers feel awkward? It's because you're acting different. Yes, you said that. Please excuse me, Master, but might you tell me in what way I differ from before? I can't figure it out, no matter how much I ponder it on my own. At this point, I think it's better to show Ade than to tell her. Take a look at this. I take out my phone and show her a video I recorded earlier. It cuts between past and present footage of Ade working. This is... Do you see what I mean now? Yes, I understand. I can see why the customers might feel uncomfortable. The way I'm behaving now is... not like a maid who also happens to be a special agent, but more like a special agent who is working undercover as a maid. So that's what Coco's been trying to tell me. I am aware that it might be presumptuous of me, Master, but you want me to help, right? If it's not too much trouble, could you help me rediscover what it means to be a maid? Of course. That's why I ask you to come dressed as a bunny girl. I see, but what does the bunny girl outfit have to do with my predicament? To rediscover my maid side, shouldn't I be wearing a maid outfit? No, it's the opposite. Really? Right now, you need to embrace the bunny girl. No, your special agent side even more. I do? But won't that mean I'm straying away from being a maid? Deep down, you are a maid. That will always be a part of you. You're right. It's just as you said, Master. I've always been a maid. That's right. Being a maid is who you are. You're not as well versed in being a special agent, so when you're working as a maid, some of that side slips out. Oh, I see. I understand where you're coming from. This is why you asked me to come in my bunny girl outfit, so that I can get a handle on my special agent side. In doing so, I'll be able to keep the two sides of me separate. Exactly. I knew you could help me, Master. Then I will follow your lead from here on out. What's first on the agenda? Actually, my plan is already in motion. Oh, it is? Since when? The bunny girl outfit, look how comfortable you've become. Let's hurry and move to the next step of the plan. My plan is a switch in behavior whenever you switch outfits. A switch? So, Master, what you mean is that depending on which outfit I am wearing, the goal is to adjust my behavior accordingly, thereby separating the two sides of myself and allowing me to switch between them at will? Exactly. Now that I think on it, I once offered the same counsel to Soda. I told her the foundation of a maid lies in her attire. One's mindset is shaped from what one wears. Word is common enough that a person's manner of conduct shifts according to their dress. I now fully comprehend your intent, Master. Very well, then shall we begin? Where would you have me start? First, do your maid work in the bunny girl outfit. You wish me to serve you as your maid dressed Thus, I fear I am unable. Why not? But because serving you in such unbecoming attire is... You're still feeling embarrassed? Yes. This attire reveals far too much, and I cannot help but feel uneasy. To offer you perfect service as your maid while clad thus is... This is why you have to do it. Oh, is that so? Even if you can become a perfect maid right now, it wouldn't be any different from your usual self. That's why it's hard to separate your usual self from your current self. I see. As you have said, there is no need for me to be perfect. Then, how ought I to proceed? I have always endeared to be the perfect maid, and so I find myself at a loss as to how to act otherwise. Don't overthink it. Think of yourself as a special agent carrying out a maid mission, like in the video we just watched. A special agent going undercover as a maid? The self captured in that video was, I fear, far removed from the image I had long conceived and endeared to embody. Having forsake the dignity and grace that befits a maid, it seems as though I strove only to present perfection, with executing the mission flawlessly. Though the execution of my duties may have been perfect, it struck a subtly peculiar note for a maid. No doubt, that is why the customers perceived something amiss. It was unlike my customary self. Yet, if such a manner is only permitted whilst garbed thus, and whilst fulfilling the duties of a special agent, then you can make a switch. Yes, master, just as you have said, I shall be able to keep them separate. My perfect self as a maid, and a special agent. Thanks to you, master, I now perceive the path I must tread. I am most grateful indeed. Aide gives a graceful bow. Hey, don't do that. Pardon? Not allowed? In what way? That's something only a perfect maid would do. Ah, I see. I had not realized. I ought presently to comport myself as a perfect special agent. It seems my maidly nature has made itself known quite unbidden. Truly separating these two sides of myself may prove far more difficult than I had imagined. That's why I'm here to help. I'll help you until you've got it down pat. Master. I offer my sincerest thanks once more, Master. As both your maid and a special agent, I shall endeavor that your precious time be not squandered, and will apply myself fully to maintaining the utmost distinction between my two sides. The time I spend with you is never a waste. Oh, you really mustn't tease me so. I'm not teasing, I'm serious. But very well, let us begin. Might I ask what you would have me do first? The first part of your training is... roleplay. Excuse me? So if I comprehend alright, I am a special agent disguised as a maid, sent to gain the acquaintance of a gentleman who frequents the maid cafe. At present, I am executing a mission to procure from him that which is required. Is that correct? Yup. And that mission is to retrieve the object in my inner pocket. Your inner pocket? Indeed, such a task requires that I assume the mindset of a special agent, rather than that of a maid. Yet I must not neglect my duties as a maid, for I am, after all, undercover. Very well, let us commence. With this exercise, Aide's training begins in earnest. The goal? To separate her maid side and her special agent side once and for all. Take 1. Welcome, Master! What would you like? Cut. Oh dear, this proves far more embarrassing than I had imagined. That's because you're still not in the right mindset. Yes, indeed. A special agent ought not to be embarrassed by her attire. That, I fear, is evidence that I have yet to free myself from my maidly inclinations. I shall endeavor once more. This time, I shall succeed. Take 2. Welcome, Master. What would you like? Looks like we'll be here a while. Take 9. Welcome, Master. What would you like to order? A fluttering mint tea of joy, please. Very well, I shall prepare it for you at once. Aide elegantly pours the tea, lifting the pot higher and higher to create a visually stunning performance. No matter how many times I see you do this, I never get tired of it. Thank you for your kind words. Oh my, Master. It appears there is something upon your coat. If you would be so kind, might I take it off? And clean it for you? Nice try, but it's far too obvious. Was that so? It seems I still find this rather difficult. Master, might I ask in what way my effort fell short? I am still unaccustomed to this aspect of myself, and thus cannot quite tell. You were too polite. It felt like the maid part of you was coming through again. That's where you failed. Is that so? It seems my excessive politeness rendered the situation somewhat awkward. In that case, how ought I to have approached the matter just now? With something like this, you shouldn't ask so politely. Be more assertive. Assertive? Yes, Master, your words are well received. I am at present a special agent in the guise of a maid. 'Tis my duty to fulfill my mission as a special agent above all maidly proprieties. For that end, I must be prepared, if need be, to employ somewhat bolder measures. Very well, let us try once more. Take 10. Welcome, Master. What would you like to order? A swaying milk tea of love, please. What does swaying mean? What the heck? Very well, just a moment. I'll have that ready for you right away. Aide arranges the tea sets on the table with effortless ease, and pours the tea with more confidence than before. Then, just as she is about to set the table down... Ah! It burns! Aide accidentally spills a bit of tea on my chest. Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry, Master. I'll clean that up right away. Aide rushes over to my side in a panic. It's okay, I can do it myself. No, it is entirely my fault, I beg your pardon. While I take my leave for a moment, Aide sits beside me, pulls out a handkerchief, and reaches towards my chest. A warm and soft sensation brushes against my arm. The stain proves most stubborn to remove. My word! Aide's flushed face grows closer to mine. I can feel her breath as her fingers wipe at the stain. Is it my heart that's pounding, or Aide's? With how close we are, it's impossible to tell. It does not appear to come off. I fear it shall require proper washing. Master, might I entreat you to remove your garments for the laundering? Hang on. Yes? What seems to be the matter? So, this was all part of your act? Not bad, but still not quite there. Ho, did it appear thus? In truth, I have already completed the mission you entrusted to me, Master. The item from your inner pocket, would this be it? Aide pulls a pen out of her sleeve and shows it to me. That's exactly it. When did you... I took the liberty of removing it in secret whilst attending to your chest with the handkerchief. As per your gracious instructions, I fear to press myself closer so as to divert your attention. Aide suddenly looks like she wants to crawl under a rock. I see. I didn't know you had it in you, Aide. Oh, Master. Merely recalling what I did fills me with such embarrassment. There's no need for it to be spoken aloud. No, it was a brilliant strategy. You were able to pull it off because you were thinking like a special agent and not a maid. Yes, I am not a maid at present, so there's no cause for embarrassment. Embarrassment. Aide slumps on my shoulder like she's about to collapse. Aide? I am quite alright. It seems the tension has left my body rather weak. I shall be well after but a short rest. Master, might I remain thus for a brief while? Sure, for as long as you like. Aide continues to lean on my shoulder for a bit, then gets back to training. Before long, she is cruising through the other training exercises. By the time our training is over, Aid has learned how to keep the two sides of her separate. Depending on her outfit, she can switch between her secret agent and maid sides. Welcome, Master. Pick a seat and I'll take you there when you're ready. I think I'll sit over there today. I follow Coco's words and pick a decent spot to sit. What can I get for you? It's on me, so order whatever you like, as thanks and all that. I'll have the fluffy bunny omurice, please. Or the coochie woochie heart-shaped fried rice. Let's see, what am I feeling for? Let's have the omurice this time. Oh, I knew you'd pick that. One sec, I'll bring it right over. Coco runs off to the kitchen to prepare the food. While I wait for Coco to come back, I look around the cafe and spot Aid working. Here's the food you ordered, Master and Miss. Should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know. Could I have one more fork, please? Certainly, please wait a moment. With a graceful motion, Aid takes a fork from the serving cart and gently places it on the table with elegant finesse. Here is your fork, miss. Wow, thank you. Is there aught else you require? No, that's all. Very well, may your meal be most enjoyable. Aid slightly lifts her shirt and drops into an elegant curtsy before stepping away. Wow, could she possibly be a maid from a wealthy family? Right? She makes me feel like a sovereign. I think that's how you say it, I don't remember. No, me too. I feel like I've truly become a young lady wearing a ball gown. Somehow, it feels like a sweet dream. Hey, try the food too, it's really good. This is amazing, it tastes perfect. Heh. The others are finally starting to notice Aid's charm too. Aid wasn't bad before, but this is definitely Aid at her best. Great work, Aid. Oh, Master, you've returned. Might I inquire whether you have already placed your order? I keep an eye on the customer's reaction as Aid walks over to my table. Yeah, Coco took my order earlier. Heh, I see. Looks like you're back to your old self. Yes, Master, it is entirely thanks to you. Whilst clad in this attire, which doth express my resolve to serve as the perfect maid, I am able to conceal entirely my identity as a special agent. I am most grateful once again. Does that mean I won't be able to see you as a special agent anymore? What a shame. But pardon? Nothing, I'm just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. Is that so? Excuse me, Master. Might I trouble you for a moment after your work? There is a matter I wish to discuss, should you be available. Sure, I don't have any other plans. Wonderful, I shall see you later in the commander's room. After agreeing to meet up, Ada turns and walks off. As she moves away to greet another customer, her face looks slightly flushed. I wonder what that could mean. That night. Knock knock. Master, may I come in? Sure, come in. Aid, your outfit! Yeah. Oh yes, you said it was a shame, so I took the liberty of wearing it. Might I have troubled you, Master? Not at all. Is that so? I am most relieved to hear it. So, what did you want to talk about? Oh, well, I ought first to extend my thanks. By your gracious assistance, I have been able to reclaim my bearings as a maid. I am sincerely beholden for your help. No big deal, you're the one who put in the work. As I thought, Master, you are most kind. Truly so gracious a person. Whilst you aided me, my heart did grow fonder with each passing moment. So much so that it does overflow. Aid comes closer. Thanks to Master's aid, I was able to conceal such feelings whilst I served a maid. But now, attired thus, Aid embraces me. I fear I can no longer restrain my desires. Master, might you assist me once more? Of course. I carefully embrace Aid in my arms, and kiss her as she gazes into my eyes. Oh dear, what am I to do? I had thought that by doing thus, my desires would be somewhat assagged. I think that's how you say it. What the fuck? Yet, they seem only to wax stronger. That's fine. You're a special agent right now. Ah, indeed, there is no need to conceal my desires. Presently, I am not your maid, but your special agent. Then, master, this night, would you deign to accept all of my desires? I slowly nod my head. Maybe I can indulge myself a little. After all, 8 isn't the perfect maid from Made for You right now, but a special agent who came to me with a very special mission. Hey! Dude, this is fucked up. Rappy needs to fight back, man. This is messed up. When did this come out? It was before the Resident Evil collab, correct? Or am I bugging? Was it after? I think it was before. Yeah, I believe it was before. And I'm pretty sure it was at the same time the Rappy costume was going on. Come on, man. She's got to fight back a little bit. Oh, I love the bunny girls. I love the bunny event. Hopefully next year we get it closer to the start of the year. I think that's the better time slot. The only reason we got it later this year was because the Stellar Blade collab took its slot. But hopefully we get it next year, and then Annis will get the gotcha skin for it, and that'll go crazy mode 3000. Oh my goodness. God dang, I really want to watch Milk's now, dude. Oh, Milk's one is so good. Dang it. I don't know which one I like more. No. Whatever. Anyways, I think that is it. Pretty nice Bond story, just that fan service seed Buckfest. I do enjoy that. The Soda Bunny one was really nice too. I did that one relatively recent. Very similar. Anyways, I think that is it from me. Let me know what you guys think about that Egg Bunny Bond story. And I'll catch you guys later.